And that's why those who are in the journey to discover truth must always make an effort to observe their own thoughts. Because only in the observation of your own thoughts can you manage infinity presence at the same time, simultaneously, while managing space-time. The two are not separated but one. Only when I make a point to observe my thoughts. Any other way would not work out well. If you are meditating, but if you're meditating, observing your own thoughts, that's fine. But if you're meditating only to dissolve your thoughts, that's not good. Because then you're separating yourself from space-time. It was my dream tonight. I was kind of a very tough man, strong. In this dream, I went up the poles, etc., just to save a lady. She was caught high up in the sky, above the roads. So it's not easy to save her. She's up there. So I got to climb up. There were others who were trying to save her. But it apparently appears that I'm the only one who's acting up to save her. The others, they were all holding the ropes, but they were not moving. They were caught up by the ropes, holding her up, but not saving her yet. I'm the only one who actually used my right hand to cut the rope to loosen her. I used my right hand. I cut this, I cut that to loosen her, and then finally she was saved. And interestingly, in the dream I made a point to carry her as well. But there was this last point. I wanted to jump down with her in my arms, but I hesitated. I didn't want other people to see me, that I'm still kind of limping on my leg. I didn't want them to see. I want to show them strong. Physically strong, I mean. So finally, whatever it is, I'm not so sure what happened after that, she was saved. The dream continued. There was a certain employer who came to see me. But strangely, I'm now the woman, not the man. I'm the woman whom I helped to save just a while ago. And I was kind of naked, more attractive, more desirable. So she asked me what I would like to work for. I said, I don't want to really work. I just want to be desired by you. So she took me in my arms and she carried me or swing me. I don't know what to say. I was kind of being desired by him. But there was another friend of mine. I don't know how come it was there. And I told him that please give her a job as well. And he looked at her and he said, okay, a cleaner. I said, no, don't make her a cleaner, make her a hostess in your club. So he replied, okay, I'll try that. A very simple explanation for this dream would be that, you see, when I was trying to save the lady, I felt very strong. I was able to climb up the poles, reach to the sky to save her. But the minute when I carried her in my arms, it was then that I felt that when I wanted to jump down, I felt that I may not want to jump down, because how about the legs? And my leg able to withstand the impact, and in the process of jumping down, would I be showing to other people that I'm limping? So that was the problem that I had in my dream. Notice that it arises only when I was holding the lady in my hand. The minute I was holding space-time, a problem arose in my mind. There was a need to let other people see me. There was a need to get approval. And there was also the fear that the legs will not withstand the impact. Because space-time, when I was holding space-time, all this arises in the thinking mind. And it's not an easy thing to overcome when space-time was carried by me. As an infinity I am, I could do it even to the sky, to save anyone. But when I wanted to save space-time, my own space-time, the lady, the problem arises. The limitation begins to show itself. And then there's another part to this dream, right? Where I appear to be the lady now. So in other words, I'm acting as the space-time. I forgot that I was infinity. I'm just space-time. And as a result of being a space-time, in order to sort out my problem, I had to be stripped down. Because in space-time, when you strip down, when you uncover yourself of all your thinking process, there's more great likelihood that you are able to overcome your problems in this world, because you don't have too much burden of thoughts to carry. So uncovering yourself by throwing down all the thoughts helps a lot in space-time. But it's still asking that other guy who is the employer, what will he employ me with? I want it to be such that he desires me. But still, whether it's desiring me or not, it is a desire that comes from him to me. It's not a happy desire because it amounts to dependence on another person. Notice the very delicate interaction that must exist between one presence, one infinity, and space-time. When I come into this world, I came to this world at the level of space-time, although I am infinity. While in this world, I play a very delicate balance. That's right. While it's a space-time, I must keep remembering my infinity. And while as infinity, I must be able to interact with space-time properly. It's a delicate balance. Otherwise, as the dream is telling me, there is this over-dependence on other people. You won't be happy as long as you're dependent on someone. If you need another person to employ you, you won't be happy, because that other person will be the one who will judge you. So, as long as you're in space-time, you have a kind of suffering. There are people, of course, who rather throw away thoughts. For in this way, it's like, as I said in my video, it's like stripping down, and you'll be able to carry the burden of this space-time easier. But still, there is a problem involved, because you are still having a space-time to carry. That lady in which I'm carrying, which I'm saving, is myself in this world. And I have to save that lady. That's right. And this wanting to save the lady is itself a need, a problem, you may say that way. So what's the solution? The solution is, as the dream is suggesting to me, while in space-time, I must be completely detached as infinity. And this detachment is not a separation at all. I'm still in space-time. In other words, it's a union of male and female as one flesh. This is a very, very difficult part. You must be totally present as infinity in space-time. You cannot separate space-time from infinity. You cannot do that. You must be one flesh. A strip down is good, but you still need someone else on the other side to see your strip down. For otherwise, your face is not complete. Since you cannot see your own face, you need to allow the other party to see your face. That's the reason why you strip down in space-time. And in the dream, you will notice that the lady was being on a rope, and he was attached to the rope on both sides. So what I did to save the lady was I cut off the rope to release her from the rope. So that's what's happened to space-time. In space-time, we are caught by our thoughts with the other person's thoughts, and we are gripped in a rope. Well, the strip down is important because it cuts the rope so that we no longer carry the burden of our thoughts. But it's not the ultimate solution. Strip down is only manageable in space-time. But still, the infinity presence within me must be vibrant and totally present while in space-time. For that's the only ultimate solution, one flesh. And that's why those who are in the journey to discover truth must always make an effort to observe their own thoughts. Because only in the observation of your own thoughts can you manage infinity presence at the same time, simultaneously, while managing space-time. The two are not separated but one. Only when I make a point to observe my thoughts. Any other would not work out well. If you are meditating, but if you're meditating, observing your own thoughts, that's fine. But if you're meditating only to dissolve your thoughts, that's not good. Because then you're separating yourself from space-time.